is Friday, and you have reached the Friday Funnies, the voice of reason in an unreasonable world. Well, we've come to the end of the first week in February, and I got to tell you, it's been a doozy. We began the week with the Iowa caucuses and Groundhog Day, where Donald Trump saw his shadow and Hillary Clinton won on a coin flip. Donald was shocked that his hugeness was diminished in Iowa, so he wants the election thrown out. That's the spirit, Donnie. If you don't like the results, it shouldn't count. And Bernie Sanders didn't like losing because of a coin toss, so he challenged Hillary to decide the next contest with a game of Twister. Stay tuned, it's going to be a bumpy ride until Election Day. Well, Sunday brings us Super Bowl 50, also known as the big game. You see, the NFL owns the term Super Bowl, and they don't want anybody else to use it. And if you think you can change the spelling the way I did, think again, because the CIA already owns Snooper Bowl, Jack Daniels owns Stupor Bowl, and the Native American tribe owns Super Bowl. There were some super idiots in the news that bowled me over this week, and they made it to the Friday Funnies. Brian Campbell works at a gas station in Muncie, Indiana, and he was filling up a cup of coffee when he noticed a masked man entering the gas station. Now, experience tells us that unless the masked man is the Lone Ranger, it is probably somebody who is UTNG, up to no good. This masked man intended to rob the gas station, but Campbell struck first with the only weapon he had available, a hot cup of coffee. He threw the coffee right in the robber's face, and the thief screamed and ran away. After hearing this story, Starbucks began promoting the Macho Macchiato. Drink it or throw it, it packs a punch. The clerk of the Jackson County Circuit Court in Pascagoula, Mississippi, is apologizing for a grievous error. About 350 jury summonses were sent out with instructions for the juror to call a phone number to find out if they need to report for jury duty that day. It sounds like a good system, except the summons listed the wrong phone number. Instead of getting the courthouse, the caller got hooked up with an adult phone sex line that began with the greeting, "Press 1 for hot girls. For hot guys, press 2. The clerk said he didn't know how the error happened, but he's bound to get to the bottom of it. No pun intended. As a result of this snafu, people lined up around the block at the courthouse to sign up as potential jurors. The District of Columbia City Council is concerned about crime in the nation's capital, so they want to combat it. What did they do? They passed a bill that will pay residents not to commit crimes. I'll give you a second and let that sink in. You see, under this bill, city officials would pick out 200 people who they consider to be at risk of committing violent crime. They would then provide these people with benefits and money if they promised to be good for a year. Who said crime doesn't pay, huh? Well, since she's planning on living there, Hillary Clinton has requested more information on the program because, hey, money's money. Hey, that's it for another week's news, my friends. Come back next week when we will look at the results of the New Hampshire primary. And if by chance you live there, don't forget to vote.